Cancer, family, what up though? And welcome to Swimming Through the Void. This will be a general message today for the sign of Cancer, wherever that resonates at for you in your birth chart. Keep in mind, we all have fourth house as part of our birth chart, and we all deal with Cancer energy in some way in our realities. So take what resonates here today and leave the rest for someone else. These readings are timeless as well, so whenever you find yourself here, whenever you stumble across this message, there will be a message here for you to help bring you clarity and confirmation, to help empower you. Ultimately, these messages are intended to help bring us into alignment with our highest selves, with our highest timelines, with our best lives. With that being said, this message is being recorded in the midst of this full moon in Aries here in October 2024. And there's a lot of big energies coming through for you, Cancer. Actually, I use this Faceted Garden Oracle deck to help me catch the vibe and just see what Spirit's wanting to bring through as I'm connecting with the collective energy. And as I was shuffling to grab the cards, the deck basically just exploded out here, but it all feels very much in alignment with the astrological energies that are playing out right now. So I said, you know what, we're just gonna take it. So let's run through these cards. We'll kind of break it down and then we'll jump into the message. The first card to come through for you today, Cancer, was this Weather card. This is giving me the vibes of the Wheel of Fortune type energy, where things are shifting. I feel that you have been kind of weathering the storm and you know, riding these energies out, especially as, you know, Pluto's at 29 degrees Capricorn moving into Aquarius. We have a lot of major transits playing out. We have Mars in your sign. We have Neptune and Saturn in the sign of Pisces. We have Venus nearing the end of its transit through Scorpio, and Mercury in Scorpio as well. So we do have a lot of water energy out here, which can make things feel a bit wavy, right? But for you, with Mars in your sign and with this full moon in Aries and this eclipse portal that we're moving through, things can, you know, feel a bit intense. And that's the next kind of energy that came through for you with the Ram. This is definitely Martian energy. This is kind of like the Aries card of this Oracle deck here. But ultimately, I feel this accumulation, this explosion, this culmination of energies is pushing us forward into something new, right? With Aries being the first sign of the zodiac. We have Thorns, we have Nest, and we have Terrarium here, which all seemed to be kind of one message. It felt as though this is a message of acceptance. This is a message of seeing the good, taking the good with the bad, seeing the beauty in the pain, seeing the beauty in the struggle, kind of seeing both sides of the coin at this time. And with this Nest in this Terrarium, it almost feels like it feels like you're incubating. It feels like maybe even spending some time at home or some time in your own energy here, as I feel like there's this rebirth or this, there's something new being born here. Whether this is a new version of yourself, a new version of your life, new ideas, new creative projects coming through, it feels like you're ready to break free, Cancer, out of this terrarium. It's like you were planted in these relationships, you were planted in these situations, you were planted in this programming and in these emotions for a time, and now you're kind of outgrowing this cycle. It really feels like you're stepping into a new chapter of your journey. It feels like there's been maybe some downtime or a cold period within relationships, especially because these three cards came through all at once as well. The Scarecrow, the Core, the relationships here. And as we're moving through this Libra season with these eclipses in this Libra energy, with this full moon in Aries, I do feel like relationships are under review in a big way. I feel like there's a lot of energies clearing, a lot of pain, a lot of sorrow, a lot of hurt, a lot of traumas, a lot of things kind of bubbling up to the surface, with all of this energy, water energy, kind of helping play a role in us seeing these things. And it really feels like this core, this Aries energy, especially because on this astrological correspondence, we have the Mars card kind of facing us over here as well. It feels like this is getting us in touch with ourselves on a deeper level as these things arise and are being cleared, which in turn I feel like is clearing the way for new things, new relationships, new situations, new opportunities to come through for us. Yeah, wow. Okay, so Cancer really getting in touch with themselves, really getting in touch with their truth, with their spirit at this time. So with that, I know that's a lot. I think ultimately this is about breaking free into the new, and I think it's a lot of things shifting and changing in your energy right now, Cancer. So I'm going to say a quick prayer and we will dive into this message. Holy Divine Mother and Father, Holy Spirit, Spirit guides, guardian angels, archangels, ancestors, messages today for the Cancer Collective for their highest good. Anything Cancer needs to hear or know, any messages that will bring them clarity and confirmation, healing, wisdom, understanding, any messages that will empower my Cancers and help them align with their highest selves, with their highest timelines, with their best lives. And of course, above all, any messages that will help the collective align with the highest divine will for their journey through this life will be greatly appreciated. All praise and glory forever and ever. As I was tapping into your energy as well, Cancer, my right ear was ringing really loud. I feel like there is downloads and understanding coming through for you from your own guides at this time. So maybe cultivating a bit of space, a bit of silence to be able to connect with that. For some of you that are going through, some of you are experiencing relationship healing as well. And whether or not this is with a specific relationship, it almost feels like maybe even like childhood healing and familial roots, home, things like that, healing within those dynamics and relationships as well, even if it's just within yourself, like I said. So we'll see what comes through in the tarot. I just wanted to say that as well. So what is Cancer's energy right now, please, Spirit? So we have the Eight of Cups and the Two of Wands right off rip. Yeah, we're leaving this old chapter. We're leaving these old situations. We're releasing these old emotions to make room for something new. We're bending this corner in order to move forward. So, this Two of Wands has really been giving the feeling of like moving or traveling. It's come out a lot in the collective readings lately, and it feels ultimately, whether or not you're moving physically, it feels like, just generally speaking, we're moving into a new place, and it feels like this is the time where we really kind of get that game plan together. We really look forward into what the future may look like, or what we would like the future to look like. We get that figured out, we get that vision together, and we stand in our power and take the steps that we're being guided to take at this time toward that. For some of you, you have Leo in your chart, or there's Leo energy coming through heavy here. There's a lot of fire energy. It feels like a very empowering energy, very empowering, and very much like we're breaking chains, we're breaking cycles, we're breaking the loop here, and there is a new vision kind of coming online here for the Cancer collective. A new sense of self for some of you. It feels like you're ready to go, Cancer. You're ready to get it. You're ready to take action. Planting those seeds. Okay, so what energies are crossing Cancer right now? A lot of past stuff coming through. A lot of unseen, and there's I see family here, I see friends, I see the people around you. I see like almost like the people around you, the people that you associate with. I feel like you're really leaving a lot behind right now, Cancer. With the 10 of Wands, we have the 3 of Cups, the 5 of Wands, and the 4 of Cups out here. The 4 and the 3 of Cups together equaling the 7 of Cups. It can be making things a bit foggy. So what I feel from that, okay, Tower, just for confirmation with that Pluto energy coming through, shaking things up, it feels like people that you're being guided to leave behind, relationships, situations that are really no longer serving your highest good or serving your path forward. It feels like they're in some way still in your energy, whether it's like they're in your real world or they're just coming up emotionally, and it feels like it's making it a bit difficult, or it's kind of throwing you through a loop. Things are kind of all over the place because we're between worlds and we're leaving these things behind, or it's making it hard to see the way forward because of the emotions of the past here. I just want to say, in this 4 of Cups, we see the divine handing us this new opportunity, but in the card you see she's very focused on these 3 cups. So whether this was people, whether this was a vision of how we thought things were going to go, or this is some type of maybe even jobs that you're leaving behind, or whatever it may be, I see you moving forward, and the divine really asking Cancer here in the crossing energies to lighten your load a bit, to release some of the baggage, to cleanse your space, to cleanse your energy, to see things as they truly are, right? With this flag of truth flying so much higher than this red and this yellow, these fears, these insecurities, this pride, this ego, attachment, this emotional attachment to things that we're kind of moving away from. Cancer, I feel like this Queen of Swords energy is the helping energy right now, where what I'm hearing is whatever's being cleared is making space for what is for you. And in this 3 of Cups, that's like soul tribe, soulmates, soul family, opportunities, where we're all on the same page. We have the same vision. We're in alignment. So it feels like you're moving away from things that are out of alignment with you, Cancer. And it doesn't feel necessarily like it's easy right now for you. So where's this energy stemming from, Spirit? These are past karmic situations. These are situations that were there to teach you lessons, that were there to, and I don't mean in a bad way, like you need to learn a lesson. I mean like life lessons, soul lessons, the stuff that we truly came here for. This is to bring you into a place of enlightenment and co-creation with the divine, to truly move your soul forward on its path. With the Hanged Man here, it does feel like you're going through a bit of like an undoing. There's this unraveling of this old version of ourselves and this old version of our lives, and kind of almost this energy of limitless possibilities opening up for you. So like I was saying, the soulmates, the soul tribe, the life that you truly came here to live is kind of opening up, and I feel like you're being brought into that space. You're being brought into that illumination, that enlightenment that's going to help you move forward there, especially with this Queen of Wands being, for some of you, you're already receiving the downloads and that spark is being ignited, but for others, I feel you're still in the midst of this kind of like undoing. and this rooting into this knowledge and understanding of why everything has played out the way it has, and why things are the way they are, and how we got here, and kind of like where we're going next. Spirit saying that you have the upper ground here to stay in your power, to realize that none of this stuff can touch you, that you are a sovereign being, and it's about kind of rooting down into that and doing what's best for you moving forward. Okay, so what's incoming for Cancer? Okay, so, okay, thank you. Beautiful. Lots of sixes out here. 7, we have a lot of harmony. We have actually 666. So yes, this undoing, this tower energy coming through to break down anything that isn't for us, Cancer, within and without. In this incoming energy, you're moving out of that energy, right? It's like you're leaving that behind you. You've transformed, and now it's really about you, 6 of Pentacles, Empress, pouring into yourself, pouring into this incubation, this rebirth, this invention of your new self and your new life, internally, externally, mind, body, spirit, because you are moving toward your victory. You're moving toward your success. Spirit needs you to know, especially for the Cancer collective that's connecting right now, that's really feeling like things are all over the place, that the worst of the storm is over. In this incoming energy, you're definitely being pulled, being guided out of the storm into new shores, into new energy here. And I feel like you're really turning your gaze toward yourself and toward what's best for you, toward cultivating beauty in your life, internally and externally. And I feel like you're standing victorious here, successfully closing out this chapter of your life. And for some of you, even maybe stepping onto the stage of life and sharing your story, or writing a book, or releasing a book, or sharing your gifts, sharing your healing, telling your story. That's not gonna be for everyone, but I do see this energy of really feeling like you did it, really shining. And with all of this fire energy, it's almost like this new you, this new sense of like confidence coming online that you're stepping into at this time as well. Power. Some of you are leaving, you've had to deal with like really toxic family situations and stuff. And I feel like this is you saying, you know what, I need to pour into me right now. And you're doing that. There's been a lot of hurt. There's been a lot of imbalance. There's probably been a lot of harsh words exchanged here. But I feel, again, you're moving away from all of that here. You're healing on a deep level. What else is incoming for Cancer? 7 of Wands coming through with the Knight of Wands. It's about finding that spark within, and holding that line, standing in your power right now. Again, I see there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on in the world, but there's a lot going on in your world too. And if you see in this card, it's like, we're not going to let that affect us. We're not going to let that pull us under. Spirit is saying that we have the upper ground, as you see all of these wands kind of coming from below the person in the card here, and their aura is, you know, shiny, sparkly, clean. So also protecting your energy here and holding the line. For some of you, meditating on your solar plexus chakra, doing chanting, japa, mantra into that, or connecting with frequencies, or wearing yellow, or using affirmations that are empowering for you at this time will help as well. Spirit needs you to know that you're being guided to make the right decisions. You don't need to overthink it or overfeel it, right? Easier said than done here, especially with all this water energy, especially with being a water sign if you're connecting with this reading. But there's so much beauty on the horizon for you here. and you're like stepping out of the desert here. So what is the advice for Cancer? Excuse me. The wheel's turning in your favor. I really don't think Spirit wants you to dwell on the past here. Everything has happened to bring you into your power, to bring you into this space where you can build the life that you came here to build. A lot of air to start new. What is this advice for Cancer, please? Spirit. It's an opportunity to move into new relationship dynamics, to focus on yourself and your healing when it comes to your relationship dynamics. And this a lot of times stems from past lives and from our childhood and from things of that nature. So to really look deep and understand why these dynamics played out and why they're sort of part of our frequency, and to stay, again, it's I think this is all about focusing on you, Cancer, focusing on your healing, focusing on doing what's best for you, focusing on what you're building ultimately. What do I want my life to look like? I see you're putting in the hard work, and this is all about surrender, optimism, and holding the vision, holding that hope, keeping the faith as you're aligning with this manifestation here. None of your hard work has been in vain. None of your hardships have been in vain, I'm hearing as well. And the divine is working with you right now, not only to bring you into a better version of yourself, but to help you build a better version of your life. Where attention goes, energy flows. There's a lot of energy where we're focused on the negative. We're focusing on the empty cup. Spirit in the advice is really saying not to get caught up in that. With all of this water energy playing out, with Mars being in your sign, Cancer, it's so important for you to stay present and grounded, to get out in nature, to go sit by some water, to go feed the birds, to read a book, to take a walk out in nature, to meditate, walking meditation, guided meditations at this time. And for those of you, to even tap in with different healing modalities and meditations for release and things of that nature, so that way you can really root into this wisdom that you're being presented with, that you're moving through right now, and to create from that space. But again, where attention goes, energy flows. So if we're focusing on the negative, we will create more negative. And I don't say that to bring fear. I say that to bring awareness, so you can take your power back. So you can find that balance in the midst of this new world that is opening up for you, so you can heal. Spirit's really, this is a message of rest, of healing, of be still and know for the Cancer collective, and to not fear what you have coming in, because it is for you. Take these new ideas, take these downloads, take what you're learning, and run with it, Cancer. Don't run, walk. Spirit said no, don't run, walk. One foot in front of the other, okay? As you free yourself from the past and truly understand. Beep, beep. You have a victory here. You have success. You have sunshine. You have brightness. You have enlightenment, right? Illumination. It's a very, very auspicious full moon for all of those things, to really, really be illuminated with understanding, to really cultivate some space and be with what is, not try to escape it at this time, because it's talking to us, it's telling us something. And this is the last of it, is what Spirit is saying here. You're changing on a deep level, Cancer. So your world is changing as well. What is the message for Cancer, please? Spirit. Yep. I'm going to read both of these messages. This is Kapha, the earthy dosha, grounding, nurturing, and heavy. It says, has the earth energy left you feeling heavy? It's time to shake out of your Kapha rut. You may have gotten too comfortable where you are, your home, your career, your relationships, your life goals. Try something out of the box. See bigger dreams for yourself, for your home. See bigger dreams for yourself. Let go of habits that are no longer serving you, such as emotional eating or looking back into the past. Replace refined carbs, sugar, and dairy with bitter vegetables, tart fruit, and rich spices. It's time to shed your old skin and reemerge as your highest self and fullest expression. Man, I'm telling you. It says you're grounded into the earth's energy and carry its subtle calmness, which makes others naturally gravitate toward you. You bring peace, understanding, and comfort to your community, and you are the shoulder anyone can lean on. You embody the earth's wisdom and are anchored to her vast life force. You may have created a life or are envisioning one that will bring you great contentment and stability, a true home surrounded by people that you love. You do not need to search for more. The deepest peace you will find is right where you are. Just remember never to become too attached to anything, because all is temporary. You got this tapas card and bhakti as well. Bhakti just came out in one of the recent readings. It's all about devoting yourself to the divine and to that spark within you. Let's read this card. Tapas 93. You've gotten where you are because of your discipline, tapas, and this will continue to take you where you need to go. While discipline sounds like a heavy word, it's really just committing to becoming the highest version of yourself. The next evolvement will require refinement of your inner strength. You're undergoing a deep transformation and stepping outside of your comfort zone, gaining strength and moving through fear. Now's the time to ask yourself the important questions. What practices have I committed to? What practices do I still need to commit to? Is my daily routine serving me? How can I improve it? Where do I need to set boundaries in my life to further align with my truth? And am I showing up for myself the way I would for a friend or child? Six of Pentacles to the Empress. This is all about you making the decision to show up for yourself like you would anybody else. Cancer, and Lord knows you show up for everybody, so make sure you are showing up for yourself here and holding that line. Okay, I'm going to read the other message for this card as well. It says, the difference between humans and animals is tapas, discipline. Though we have animalistic urges, we can train the mind to move beyond them toward the greater good for ourselves and for those around us. Discipline will mean different things for different doshas at different times. For Vatas, discipline will mean following through with the task at hand and seeing their visions to completion. For Pittas, discipline will mean honoring the mind and body by resting when you need it. For Kaphas, which we have out here as well, discipline will mean committing to a movement and health regimen that makes you feel inspired. Ask yourself, where do I need more discipline? Am I seeing my visions to completion or starting new projects before finishing the ones that matter? Am I challenging myself too much or too little? And am I showing up for my personal, physical, and self-care practice every day? Cancer, on the bottom, we have this Chariot card, right? Which, just like this Six of Wands, represents success and victory and overcoming. But this is a major arcana, and it is your major arcana. It's the card of Cancer in the tarot with the sun with it. So I feel on a very deep level that you are coming into your true form. You're coming into your power. You're being divinely guided. You're balancing out in a big way, and you're moving toward, or being pulled toward rather, what is truly for you, what is truly going to illuminate you and bring joy into your world and into your life. So with that being said, I truly hope this message helped. Hope it serves you in some way. I hope you're able to take something from it. I want to thank you all for being here. Thank you for showing up and showing love like y'all do. Thank you all for your patience as well, Cancer. I truly appreciate you as I am in this shift, walking right next to y'all as well. So thank you for your patience and grace. I appreciate you. I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you. Hope to see you beautiful beings on the next one.